Okay, so here we are in part two, just exiting the bank, the Cumberland Mall parking lot. You see Sobeys there in the background. That's the Irving Mainway. I don't think they call it that anymore. I think they call it Circle K or something like that. Across the street. And this is the main South Albion street of the town. See McDonald's down there. If you were to go right, that would be Robert Angus Drive, but I'll show that in another video. And the green sign there, that's Coast Tire on the right hand side. And coming up just past the van, there's another little road there that goes into the right. You can go into McDonald's that way as well. And I believe this is still part of Robert Angus Drive. This goes into the Amherst Industrial Park. And we've got Go Glass will be coming up on the right hand side. The reason I'm riding on the sidewalk is it's actually smoother than the road. The roads were actually really bad last year, because this was shot in July around, I think it was around 2 in the morning. There's an insurance place here on the right. I think it's Cooperators. Yeah, Cooperators. Nice moon though. Now there's some of the other videos later on where I actually saw some things, like some deer and rabbits and stuff like that. Well, that was later on. This one, again, just like the first one, nothing really eventful happened. The video, it's not actually this dark on the bike when you're actually riding the bike. It's just the way the camera is seeing it. This headlight actually works really well. It's like the brightest headlight that I've ever had on a bike, but that's because it's a 48 volt 4 LED light. It takes power from the bike's main battery. Up here on the left would be but it used to be M&S. I think it's Gordon Foods now. It's a really well lit place. I thought if the whole area was lit like this, you'd have really good video. On the right side, on the other side of these trees, there's actually a little trailer park in there. And if you were to, once you get across the crossing here, if you were to go left, that would be Tantramar Crescent, I believe it's called. That goes around the industrial park, but I don't go around there at night. Police might not like that, so I don't go around there. There's a little industrial mini mall there on the left. And just past this a little bit, that little red sign there is Eddy Electrical and Plumbing. Then on the left there's Money's Worth Liquidators. Now this time I decided to go straight, because this actually goes through a trailer park, but it is really dark. Again, not as dark as it looks in the video, but it is pretty dark. A little bit of a spooky area because it's kind of wilderness for a while. You can see, I think this is like the last street light before you get in there, and then there's a section where you go through and there's no lighting at all. It's a little spooky because like dense woods on the left side, and not really on the right side. There's a building there, but bears have been seen in the area sometimes, so it's I thought it would be fun going through, and then I kind of regretted it when I got halfway through. But nothing happens. It all worked out. Car going by here. This is the trailer park on the left. It goes all the way down to the stop sign down here. I remember I was fascinated with that car because that car was, I think, parked in McDonald's, if I remember right, and it was kind of watching me go across the crosswalk, and that's why I turned and I looked when I seen the lights coming, because I was kind of curious about, because it almost seemed like it was following me, so I wanted to keep an eye on it. Let's speed up a little bit here because it's a little bit of a downhill grade to it. I actually circle back just to see if it was still going to keep going, or if it actually was following me, but it turns out it wasn't. I'm just a little suspicious of lone vehicles at like 2 in the morning. And on the left here, this would be it's kind of jerking around, but it'd be Costin Paving there on the left. They actually get quite a few complaints regarding that place from the houses on the right because of these fumes from the asphalt plant. Fortunately, I don't live in that area. So. And again, this area here is a little dark because there's not really many street lights here, but then you start getting into lights here. Not going to the left, that went into another trailer park that I just passed. And here on the right is a retirement village or retirement home kind of thing. I did say on the last one I was going to go over some of the specs on the bike, but I'll do that on the next video, and I'll just do that and show some photos of the bike and stuff, and it'll be easier to do it that way. This is I believe Mill Street. You won't see it because I've already gone past it, but there's a woodworking mill on the left side. So what I tried to do is to explore areas where I don't normally go, where I've never gone before. And towards the end of the summer, I actually get into a lot of areas where I didn't even know existed. So it's kind of cool to see some places that I didn't even know were even in my own town. It's a nice sidewalk on this one. It's a nice brand new sidewalk, but the road's bad. And when we come up on this intersection, we're going straight up on York Street. And that's pretty much close to home, so thanks for watching.